I'm trying to keep track of every single thing that y'all, not every single thing, but like everything you do that could affect you later on. I mean, not in bad ways or anything, but like
like eat magic mushrooms.
Like Gage is developing a craving for magic mushrooms, kind of shit. That kind of stuff. So, yeah, get those hard references going.
Have to find a dealer.
Okay, so last time you found yourselves with one of you really found yourself with a sixth adventurer in your Bilby. This illusion was broken, and I mean, not in this order, but you found a fairy circle and you were given a riddle that Chamali figured out. And at the same time, going into the circle revealed all of that you were basically in the middle of a pixie or fairy village. And there's a pixie queen right here that was questioning you, asked you a little bit about yourself, and which you revealed, and that's basically. Oh, and there was the mushroom thing. We already talked about that, but generally that's what happened. The pixie queen is now going to declare y'all friends, and she's going to ask you what has brought you into the village. And also, you can now leave this fairy circle. You're not stuck in here because you answered the.
Actually, I forgot. What did we leave the town for? I can't remember.
We're looking for
Cows.
the cows.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You found one dead cow so far, and there's three total.
Yeah.
I probably
three dead cows in total. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. I'll write down and ask if she has seen any cattle running through here.
The pixie queen looks at you with a mischievous smile. Mm-hmm.
Could you help us find them?
That would mean I would have to do something for you. But you haven't done anything for me.
I could perform for you.
We solved your riddle.
That was cool.
She smiles. She tells you. Wait. Oh, Gage isn't in TTS yet. Gage, you there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in.
Oh, okay. Here, let me shoot you an invite. Good catch.
Right. Thank you.
Gage, Don did it to you. He spelled your name wrong.
Oh, I mean, he spelled Gage, right?
Oh shit!
Did he do it with the U? Did he put a
did
U
it
in
with
it?
the U.
Ah,
If anyone, Gage is the person that's wrong.
Your parents are wrong, Gage.
it's not my father.
My father on my dad's side.
Anyway, so yeah, I'll offer to play it to perform.
Okay, yeah. Roll a performance check, and also give me a little diddly. What are you actually playing, Mr. Barr?
Oh, I got some things.
Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping out on the streets. The traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the dock from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5.
So yeah, it's 9 to 5. Yeah.
All right, roll that performance check. You gotta.
Okay. Can I get guidance?
Pog.
Okay.
Pog.
Can I get guidance?
I don't know. I don't know if I like that song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't play for all of them.
Yeah, you can have some guidance.
Wrong choice.
Someone needs more guidance, buddy.
Oh,
Oh, Christ.
I told you it was the wrong choice.
I'm going to add 1 point of inspiration to this to make it a 10.
A 10?
Yes.
All right. The Pixie Queen doesn't seem impressed, but she also doesn't seem disappointed in your performance. She just seemed like she listened to music. So, yeah, she's gonna sit there and be like, I'm gonna need you to do something else.
No, again. I'm still taking my pants off. No.
Yeah. Jesus. She she tells you that by doing something for her, you'll also be doing something for yourselves. And then she's going to go on to explain that this pixie village, normally the pixies will come out at nights throughout the forest and light it up, and it allows the forest to grow and gives it like a magical energy. But if you remember, throughout the different nights that you've seen this forest, there hasn't been lights at night. You know, like think firefly glows and shit like that. And she explains to you that the reason for that is that they've had to stay confined to their village because there's some quicklings that are rampaging through the forest, and she wants them gone.
I'm gonna ask her what a quickling is.
She will tell you that they are little mischievous creatures. They're pretty quick. She says, and by pretty quick, they can run like nothing you've seen. So mechanically, they have really high movement speed, and they look like. Have you ever seen an elf?
I'm just going to point at our wizard.
Elf, yeah. And then the pixie actually flies into Amphitrine and like examines your ear, and like looks at him real close, like, oh yes. What kind of elf are you?
I believe I'm a high elf.
You believe? Well, you don't look like any elf I've ever seen.
Oh.
Nonetheless, they look like elves.
You sure they were elves?
Yeah, so you get the impression specifically that she either doesn't know what an elf looks like, or being in the Feywild, because you know you're in the Feywild, her definition of what an elf is might be different than what's an elf is in the material plane. And this would be specifically you would know this because you are an elf and you're quite older than everybody in this part.
So, can I ask her what other features this thing that she saw look?
They have they have blue skin. They're quite short though, so they're like a miniature, and they usually carry daggers. Some of them have bows. The ones that are messing with us though, they're the dagger kind. They like to sneak around and steal our stuff or just kill us for fun.
Guys, do you think these are goblins?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because they've been stealing.
Ears.
And, well, can you ask her, did she see like a very tall person or goblin or person around them? That like one of them looked taller than the rest?
She says she doesn't quite remember any tall quicklings. She just knows there's about 4 of them. They've been messing with the village and pixies that stray too far from the village.
Okay.
I'm going to ask if they're green.
They are not. They're blue.
Did they talk funny, like slow, or trying to put words together that sound broken?
No. Whenever these things have talked, she hasn't like been like had a conversation, but she says whenever she's heard them talk, it's usually pretty quick, pretty fast. And she'll try to mimic it, and she's like beep 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 beep. That's what they sound like.
That's very clear.
I'm
Anyone
gonna
understands that language?
say like this, and I'm gonna go beep 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 beep.
Can I translate this language by any chance?
Well, she's kind of doing it. It's not her language. It's like
Oh,
she's mocking the way they talk because she doesn't like them. So it's like they just they talk so fast, and she's just mocking them.
Wait, as a Kinku, can I slow that down, or do I have to? Do I have to say everything exactly like I heard?
You could probably slow it down. Yeah, there's nothing about the way how fast you say something.
Okay, can I like repeat what they said but really slow to see if we can understand what it is? Well, actually, she just never mind. It's the
Yeah, she
from
didn't,
her.
she
It's
didn't
just her.
say anything. Yeah,
That's right.
it
If we heard them
Yeah.
say it, it's just her going. "Baby."
yeah, she's mocking them. Like imagine her rolling her eyes as she's saying this, or
Yeah.
like moving her head and
An off day today.
Do they come every night, and do they come close? Around
That
here?
they don't come too close to the this village. It's more or less they like surround. They go throughout the forest, and you never know when they're close or when they're not. And sometimes they'll come through here if they're bored or just looking for a pixie that has strayed from the village at all. Which we have to leave the village every now and then for stuff like water. That's about it.
Well, how do you recommend we set a trap for these things, or find them anywhere?
She says they always come from the south, or they go to the south. So she suspects that they live somewhere down there, and she's noticed on two of them that they wear like these. It's like a shit. What do you call that? A strap. So like think of like a satchel strap. They wear these satchel straps that are made of like a specific type of vine that's only found in what the pixie queen calls a mushroom.
Okay, cool.
So she suspects that's where they're living.
What are they doing to you guys?
Well, for pixies that stray too far, we don't ever see them again. So they're probably killing them. They steal stuff from us like food or our ribbons.
They've got ribbons. Okay.
They've got our ribbons.
All right. Okay. Maybe I could keep a ribbon.
Hmm. She frowns at this idea.
Okay, never mind.
And like as like this conversation of ribbons is going on, you all like now you notice on the pixie queen that her like pixie clothing is made out of really fine ribbons. They're like different colors.
oh,
And there's another pixie that's kind of close by. She has some ribbons too. They're not as nice as the ribbons that the pixie queen has. But you notice that ribbons are like accenting everything with these fairies and pixies. Even in the treetops, like some of the curtains of the nicer houses that you see in the trees have like curtains of ribbons, and ribbons seem to be
Kind of like white women with live, laugh, love.
yeah yeah. There you go.
Is it possible if we can stay here one night and maybe see if they will come around, and I can set an alarm on the direction she describes where they usually enter?
She says yes. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Is any way that you want to get rid of them, you're doing a favor for us, which in turn will do a favor for you.
Anyone up for the idea?
Yeah, we can travel south a little ways to get away from the camp, hopefully.
If there's only like 4 of them, let's just find their camp and get rid of them.
Do you think they have a camp, or
They've got to have somewhere they stay.
do you see their tracks at all, Chuckles?
I can try. Want me to make a check for this, Skittles? Or
Yeah, you'll need to make a check for that. You're not
what kind
going
of
to see him.
checks? Survival, or perception.
Do a perception check.
Okay.
I'm assuming, are you... So tell me how you're doing this check, though. Are you doing it from inside the mushroom circle, or are you, like, walking around the...
I'll be walking around. Yeah, I'm not going to just stand right here and once.
Okay, alright, yeah.
So, 15.
15? Okay. You don't find any tracks that would signal, in your mind at least, but you also don't know what a quickling looks like. You did find a trail that didn't really have tracks. It just had like kicked up sand, basically, or dirt, that went north-south. So I'm going to draw it for you real quick. Just outside the village here. So it went north and south like this. And it's when I say trail, do you know what a wildlife trail is?
It's just like beaten dirt, right?
Sometimes it's not even dirt. It's like bent over grass, and it's usually really small. It's about as wide as the leg spread of like a deer or rabbit or something. It's actually about as wide as a rabbit.
Cool. We can follow that. See if we come
So,
across their camp.
How many rabbits wide is a regulars? Are you measuring in rabbits?
Yes, it is one rabbit width.
My car gets 40 hog heads to the rod, and I like it. Okay. I'm going to ask if you guys are ready.
Yeah, we can definitely go.
Well, do y'all want to go, or do you want to do the... So, Sierra might want to explain what the alarm trick is, for y'all that don't know, but she does... I'm assuming you took alarm as a spell?
Yes.
Yeah, so... that's also an option, is to set an alarm, which would sound, if y'all wanted to stay here the night. But I want to also remind y'all just found this. It's early morning, so staying here, you'd have to stay here with the pixies all day. You could go about, explore the woods.
And maybe come back and set the alarm if we don't find anything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That sounds good.
All right, so to the trail. The Pixie Queen warned you that these guys are very fast. So, we'll kind of remind you that they're very fast. But she tells you to take caution if in battle, like let's say you find one, if it's just like one, he'll probably run away from you. Because they, like the pixies, haven't been able to like gang up on one. It usually just runs away and it's too fast.
About how many rabbits fast are these?
We're talking about like 60.3 rabbit lengths per rabbit second.
That's a lot of rabbits.
Yeah.
I think we
A lot of
gotta need a big chungus for this.
We should try to move through the forest silently, to ambush one if we can.
Okay, so on the trail, do you want to go north or south?
South is where they come from, yeah.
That's where the Pixie Queen says that she's noticed them. Okay, so south. Alright, so we need to make a couple checks. We need to make a party stealth check, so everyone will roll stealth. If more than half pass, then you're stealthed.
I think I've made it, but 25.
Yeah.
9.
Which one I used to do the stealth is the D20?
D20, yeah.
What do I add that with?
You add,
Go ahead. Yeah.
you add your stealth
Oh,
modifier or your
Christ.
dexterity bonus if you're not proficient with.
Oh, that's right. And I have a disadvantage on this.
What?
Heavy armor.
Let's see if I roll a natural one.
Don't say things like that.
Well, I mean, I got a 2 on the first roll and 15 on the second roll, so it's
Oh,
a
I
2
see you
no
already
matter
rolled.
what.
Guidance yourself.
So it's a 4 total.
Guidance yourself.
So is that dexterity plus stealth plus whatever you roll?
Nice.
No, it'll just be plus your stealth.
Got 12.
Yeah, so stealth is dexterity, and if you're proficient, you add your proficiency bonus. But I doubt you're proficient. I don't think
No.
stealth comes with.
I got a 5.
I'm just getting all that bad luck out of the way for the rest of them.
Clinkety clank, clinkety clank. It's the sound of my armor.
Now this could potentially help y'all. We still need to get. Hey Gage, where you at?
It's saying my
Says what?
You're really quiet.
stuck.
You are so quiet, Gage. No one can understand you. Cool.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
It says that it's updating and it's just like stuck updating.
Oh,
The
okay.
tabletop simulator.
Okay, yeah, there was an update this last week, so.
But I looked up a D20 and I rolled a 5. So and I got +2, so that's 7. I got 7.
7? Okay.
Wow, we suck.
All right, to set y'all's DC, I need to know: how are you traveling down this trail?
I mean, the quietest spot would be on the beaten part of the trail.
On the beaten part?
I mean, that's where I'm. I don't know what else was doing, but it makes sense to fall on the beaten spot. Although people would be on it, they wouldn't be like as loud as if you were walking in twigs and stuff.
Okay. All right, so you're on the trail. Okay, so. And you said you got a 7 gauge?
Yeah.
Okay, so the party fails.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, the clickety clank that is happening as you're going down the trail. Now I need a perception check. This will be a party perception check. But only roll it if you're like actually looking out and paying attention and stuff. If you don't think your character is, then you don't have to roll it.
Scoutmaster Chuckles is definitely looking.
If I have perception +5, do I roll?
You can roll
Yeah.
it. This is to see if you're actively looking around. Roll. If you're not actively looking around and you're just kind of going with the flow, don't roll.
I got an 8.
You got a +5 roll.
I got a 6, so I'm trying, but it's not working out well.
I'm
19.
not a very good Scoutmaster. Turns out.
19. Okay.
I got a
Rogue.
7.
I'm staring
9.
really hard at my shoes, I guess.
We're doing terrible in this room.
Wow. Yeah. I've got other
very
rollers over here. If you don't trust that one.
I'm just like, what's that clicking noise?
Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Wow.
Ooh, treasure.
Come on,
Alright.
shoes.
Yes, that is exactly how y'all sound going through this forest.
I had that like it's a
Sound
coconut
of
forest
coconuts.
sound effect. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you start heading down the trail. About an hour goes by, and you come to a place in the trail that curves.
Uh-oh, that's unlucky.
And Dawn, only Dawn hears this, but Dawn, you hear footprints. And when not footprints, footsteps. And when I say footsteps, I mean you hear like it sounds like this. No, okay. It's really fast. It's a high tempo.
Okay. Are they coming from behind or?
Yeah, and it's around the corner. But then you hear them come to a stop. No one else in the party hears this. And then Dawn, you hear a leaf break kind of off to the right hand side. You can make an investigation check if you want to look into the woods.
Yeah. Glance over that way. 9.
9. Okay.
Can we get some new rollers, man?
yeah, they're all sitting over here.
No, like just these are terrible.
Yeah, hold on. I do have a different roller. I can pull it.
I was joking. What the heck?
Beep bop boop beep.
Hold on, I'm trying. If you want to use those rollers, you can. They're programmable. I'm not going to show you how to do it now, but I can show you at a later time how to program them. But basically, you just hit the, like, you want to roll a d20. Let's say you want to roll 2 d20. You just click d20 twice, and then hit roll, and it'll tell you the roll there. You can even add your modifiers and stuff up the top right. That's if you don't trust these, you can use this other one. That's fine. But otherwise, all right. So what did I? Let me see what I rolled. Okay, yeah, Dawn, with that roll, you don't really see anything in the forest, but you do get the feeling that you are or were being watched.
Alright, I'll tell the party that I hear stuff around us, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, and this will come out from this only happened on the east side, so you don't feel like you're surrounded, you just feel like it might have been one creature or something.
Do we still hear? No, the footsteps stopped, right?
Footsteps stop, yeah, and then you, like, a couple seconds later, you heard a twig snap over to the east, and that was it.
Do you guys want to keep going or try to follow east where that thing was? The noise
Oh,
came
what?
from.
I didn't hear anything.
That's true. Alright, we'll keep going.
All right, so y'all continue down, down the beaten path until the path splits into 2 ways. One goes into what appears to be a grove to the east, and the other one kind of looks like it splits off and heads back to the west, but stays in the forest. The one that goes to the east, it has like some rocks, and there's some vines that look similar to the vines that were described to you by the Pixie Queen. And that the Quickling uses like a satchel, and you see mushrooms, like little clumps of mushrooms everywhere. None of them are pixie circle. That's what you see to the east. That's the east side. Then the other one goes off into the forest.
I assume you guys want to go east?
I think so. What do you guys want?
Sure.
East it is.
Okay, so into like the grove. All right, I am going to move y'all's character.
Wait, where'd you move them to?
So far side over here. It's gonna be, yeah, far side. It's a green board. Oh, they're kind of all green boards. Do you see the characters right here?
Yeah, I was trying to move these 2 characters over there. Assuming Sid and the donkey are with us.
Oh, we didn't kill Sid yet?
No, he's still following along. He's pretty cheerful. Long for the. All right, so you enter this like grove, and it's not like it's not like a maze, like these dark. The dark squares are like, think of them as a mixture of rock, brush, and vines, littered throughout these dark areas, like next to them, there are there's like mushrooms lining the wall. Well, it's not a wall, but the edge of this grove. It's dimly lit, so you can see, even if you don't have dark vision. But you can't see extremely far. Before you is kind of an open area, and that is all you see right now. And then the rocks on the board and stuff.
Did you say there's a lot of light everywhere? Or it's just we're
There's
having.
dim light, so it's not like glowing lights here. Some of the mushrooms might be iridescent, or bioluminescent. But other than that, I mean, there's not like a large amount of light here, so you can't see extremely far.
Can I see any tracks?
Make a survival check.
Where'd the dice go? Oh, it's in that shader thing.
Yeah, let me pull it.
Hey, natural 20.
Whoa! Yeah, you do see tracks.
Does it look like hoofs, maybe? Or just like feet print? Like the things we've been following?
No, so it's kind of weird. So it looks like this kind. Well, hold on, that's not. That's a cucumber, red cucumber.
Oh,
it
is that
looks
what you
more like.
said?
Yeah, that's what it is. It looks like kind of like a shoe, except it tapers to the front, like pretty sharply, and then it has prints that are like this, like that.
Like two balls.
And they're small. They're not this big. They're smaller than each of your feet, maybe about the size of the nose.
What the hell is this?
Okay, I'll follow them. Can you kind of give me an idea of where they're?
Yeah, so you get a couple. I'm going to trail that real quick. All right, so you spot majority of the, I'm going to call it traffic, because there's multiple of these footprints go this way. But you see some kind of break off this way here. And I forgot, you did roll a nat 20. So you do see underneath a lot of these small prints, you do find like parts of a footprint for a cow.
I'm gonna alert the party by writing down. Of course, not say. I see some cow prints. You're going this way, you said?
No, the cow prints are going with the main traffic. Sorry, but there are some prints of that weird foot going off this.
All right. Well, which one looks more fresh?
The main traffic here.
Okay. I'm going to try to kind of quietly follow this path.
Wait up.
Okay, yeah, go up to about there.
Okay.
All right. Let me pull the thing up. Okay, I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh, dope. Oh my gosh. It was almost a 1. That would have been even worse. 8.
Okay. All right. So, as you make your way forward, one thing. One thing that you didn't detect, because this isn't related to the survival check, is you tripped a wire running across this from this rock to this. I'm just going to use the word wall because it's easier, but y'all get the idea of what those are, hopefully. And 2 darts shoot out, dealing 4 damage to you.
Ow.
Chuckles, are you okay?
Hold up.
I'm dying. Help me.
Are the darts poisonous at all?
They're not, no.
Well, Chuckles, just walk further up, but go slower.
Okay, I'm gonna walk it off, looking for traps now.
Okay. All right. Roll a perception check.
Oh no. God help us. 6.
6. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. You don't detect any traps.
Okay. Okay, gone.
Do you need light? I can put dancing light for you.
I don't think anything's gonna save him now.
I'll wave her down and be like, no, it's good.
All right. Okay. So
Chuckles die session 3.
you
I need to make a prediction. I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, make your prediction. Yeah, that
I
happens
could
after a
have
long
dodged
rest.
these.
I'm sorry. I could have given it to you.
I've got these arrows in my butt.
Oh, it's souvenirs. Don't worry. Can go on. My mouse went everywhere.
Okay. Wait, don't you get 2 of those? Or is it
Yeah,
just 1?
I lost myself from the map.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you get back,
You're way. You need to. You're over here.
zoom out. Try to zoom out.
Yeah, just zoom all the way.
There you go. Found it.
All right. Yeah. Get that other die real quick before anything else happens.
13 and
That's
9.
horrible.
13 and 9. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, especially like with a 9, you can still, like, if an enemy crits you or something, you can replace that. Like if they roll a 20, you can replace it with a 9, and you just probably save somebody's life. These lower levels.
I'm sorry. I could have saved your darts, but
They saved my butt. All right. What's happening next?
Okay. Yeah. So now, the place you're at, you hear talk. It's coming from this direction over here, and you can't really discern what they're saying. But it's like, mumbles in the distance, like they're talking. And you hear. Actually, go ahead and make a perception check for this. This is based on hearing. If you have any bonus.
Okay. Oh, finally, decent. 14.
Welcome, Gage. 14. Yeah, so you're able to discern that there are 3 separate voices coming from this direction over here.
I'll make a sign with my hand. Say do three fingers, and then I'll point. Kind of relate back to the party.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move stealthily past him and past where he heard the voices from.
I'm going to
Okay.
kind of push my butt up to him, trying to get him to pull the darts.
No.
All right.
They look good.
So you're gonna move stealthily past Chuckle.
Yeah, and I'm
Are you gonna be watching for traps, or are you just gonna stealthily go up?
watching for traps, kind of slowly. Gonna get to where he pointed to where the people are and try to surround them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception. 19.
19. Okay, and roll a stealth check.
Oh please. Oh please. Oh, 23.
Okay. All right. So as you get up to him, and you start looking around, this square right here, you notice something's up with the leaves on the ground, and it's a upon further inspection, it's a pit. So
As I walk by, I'm just gonna move the leaves around so we can see that it's a trap.
okay, cool. Yeah, and you see this Chuckles now.
How far? Can
Okay, so as you get right about there, that's good. So as you get closer over here, you notice that there's a fire right here, and around it are 3 short little blue people that resemble an elf, except they have blue skin and these very long hats. and they're all huddled around the fire, just talking to each other. This fire sheds bright light in a decent area. So go ahead and go where you would like to go. Just take the path, and I'll tell you when to stop.
I can put these guys to sleep.
Okay. Right about, so I would come back a little bit, like right in this area. Yeah. So the fire is spreading bright light to here, and once you're right about here, you get the feeling that if you were to go around this way, especially since you've got one looking this way, like he's looking that way, and that one's looking that way. They're all just kind of sitting around talking to each other. That you might be spotted if you go further than this.
Okay. Does Chuckles see me?
Is this thing in the way right here?
Yeah, well, not really, but
I'll say I'm poking around. I'm poking around here where I can see him.
Okay, yeah.
So like I said,
you can see each
I can put these guys to sleep. I can just. They can go night night.
If you, yeah. I mean, if you want to do it, then.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll cast sleep centered here. So it's gonna be how many D8? 5 D8.
Okay.
All right, so that's taken out of their health. I'm guessing not all of them.
Okay,
But
what is it? 23?
23, yeah. So take that much health. Do you understand how sleep works?
I do understand how sleep works,
cool.
yes.
Because I don't know how to explain it.
I hope they're not like
Okay.
our elf.
Well, these are far shorter. These are definitely not elves. They look elf-like, would be the best description. Okay, so.
And I'll say I was doing this with the pan flutes. Since I've learned how to use that now, so I can look extra.
Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong page. Sorry. They need their health. Okay, so you have a total of
23.
23. All right. So these two end up dozing to sleep right here. This one does not go to sleep.
Can I cast another spell like right after I do this, or do I have to give them a minute?
Well, let me describe what happens first.
Okay.
So you see them like kind of doze off, and they're sitting around the fire. I know their models are standing, but they're sitting around. This one like looks up, and let me check one thing on. Okay, there's nothing about it notifying them, so that's good. So the Quickling over here, he looks at these two that just fell asleep, and he's like, "What? I was just talking." And he like, it's like, "Oh, oh," and he goes back, and Dawn, you notice that he is roasting what appears to be like a marshmallow in the fire that's right here in front. It's kind of hard to see because the fire's between you and him, but you now notice that because when he stood up to look at the two guys that fell asleep.
Does it
check something.
smell like a mushroom, or does it smell like fairy flesh?
Oh no, marshmallow. Sorry, it looks like he's smell it. So you don't smell it, but okay. But it appears to be like a marshmallow, something. It's something small on the end of a stick.
Okay.
All right, and if you want to cast another spell, you can. These two are asleep, and this Quickling over here is cooking something.
Okay. So it says for sleep that the target won't wake up. Hold up. It won't wake up until it takes damage or somebody uses an action to wake it up.
Right, like giving it a nudge or a slap.
Yeah. So I'm going to use Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the. So they have to on the remaining Quickling.
Okay.
So they have to make a Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Oof.
Please tell me they don't have a positive Wisdom.
All right, so he beats the DC. So you notice that when you cast the spell, it does not fall over in laughter like you would expect.
Well, they just find everything fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, y'all are getting lucky. All right. Yeah, so these guys are asleep here, and this guy just roasting a marshmallow, or what appears to be a marshmallow.
Is he still
What time of
looking?
day is this, by the way?
So by the time you got down here, it's about midday now.
Oh. So we might want to move fast. These guys are going to wake up soon.
It's okay. Is this guy still looking down?
Yeah, he is. Yes.
I'm gonna try to make my way around him.
Okay. All right, so stop right there real quick. When you come around this corner, you kind of check your corner, you notice off in the distance two things. You notice there's another one of their kind fumbling around. It's like it looks like wooden boxes, but they're kind of smaller, probably about a foot by a foot. And he's like kicking these boxes and talking to them. And you also notice that there is a cow sitting, or grazing in this little grove over here.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Chuckles, and hopefully if he sees me, I'll point to the north and tell him, or kind of motion there's one that way.
Okay. Before you go further from there, I want to take a chance for Ametrine and Bo and Pog to tell me what they're doing.
I'm just staying back. I'm gonna go up a little bit, kind of go up to where he is, where Chuck was.
Okay.
One sec. I gotta read what a spell does.
Okay.
I'll just get close to see what the guy with the one who's kicking the box is doing. Is that?
Hold on. Sorry. Say that again.
Can I see what the guy who's kicking the box doing?
Yeah. So you can come around. And I'm sure Chuckles and Chamali pointed out this trap, so all of y'all can successfully walk. Yeah. So yeah, you can get right about there, and you can kind of see him from there. And he's doing pretty much that. Yeah. We need to be more like right there to see him. But you do see him from there, and there's like on this wall. It's not like stacked high or anything. There's just like some boxes in this general area, and he's like kicking them and just talking to them. He looks like he's getting frustrated.
I understand what he's talking about.
Make a perception check, and this will be based on hearing.
Um, 11.
11. Okay, yeah, you can't quite understand what he's talking about, but because of you can hear like the tone in the distance, and you can hear the not hear, but you can also see like the expression on his face. He looks annoyed, so that's about as much as you can gather from it.
Okay. Is there any writing on the boxes?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Pog, do you have that spell?
Yeah. Try to think if it's worth it to cast grease on them.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
is there anything occurring around the cow?
No, he seems to be just grazing just fine right there.
And it's alive this time, right?
It is alive, yes.
Free milk.
I think I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast grease on them since they're all right next to each other.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you get a 10-foot square centered on a point. So I'm assuming you just cast it so that it hits all of them.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So this quickling, these two are laying on the ground already. This quickling right here is going to have to make a
Dexterity saving
Dex.
throw. DC is 14.
Okay, it passes. But this automatically alarms. This automatically alarms him. I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative. Let me bring your the.
No.
Hey, boy.
Do y'all see this right here? This bar?
Mhm.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, hey, actually, that makes me curious. I'm gonna test something on Chamali real quick. Tell me if you see the character here.
Wait, where's your thing? Oh, yeah, I see
It's
that.
back. No shit. Okay, that kind of changes something that might happen today. It might happen next session, but it looks like Tabletop Simulator fixed the black thing because I dipped it in this. I've got black over here,
Did you dip it and
and
let go of it?
yeah, I let go of it, let it set it down and everything, and brought it back, and you can see
Awesome.
it. So fuck yeah, I'm actually gonna tell Seabone that because that changes stuff for prep.
Are these 5-foot squares, by the way?
They are 5-foot squares, yes.
Okay.
All right. So as you cast it in grease forms underneath here, this quickling right here yells out, "Wake up! Wake up! They're here! They're here!" And they're not gonna wake up because they're under a magical sleep spell. But this guy over here seems to have heard them. All right. Is everyone's deck set up?
Hmm.
All right. Sierra, what did you get? Did you roll?
I got a 7, but I'm not sure what am I supposed to add it with, or it's just number 7.
So it'll be 7 plus. You should have an initiative modifier in your in the middle of your page on the first page, but it's generally just gonna be plus your dex. So
Oh, 9.
9. Okay, and I'll move your character. All right. Does anyone not have their initiative? Okay. Good. All right. So, the Quickling has so his turn will start in Greece. So I think I need to make that Dex again.
He starts off
Yep.
in ancient Greece. Oh my god.
Oh, or ends its turn. There, it
Um.
must succeed on Dexterity saving throw. So the last one passes. That's his last turn. So this will be a new. So he'll have to make it at the end. He's going to go and prod this guy awake real quick, and he spends his action doing.
Skittles, can I remove this name Mushroom Cavern off the board?
For sure.
Okay, it's kind of irritating me.
I got it. There we go. Okay, so these two are now awake, and this Quickling is going to spend his turn, his movement, standing up. And he kind of is going to take the rest of the turn to get his groggy eyes. Like kind of he's waking up, so he's going to spend his entire turn. This Quickling, however, is going to run this way towards them.
Holy shit.
He's going to move 60 feet. Actually, he's going to move 55 feet. He's going to see the grease on the ground. And as he comes around this corner, he's going to look over here. You're still stealthed, Jamali, so he doesn't see you, but he does see Pog. And he's going to run over to Pog. This will provoke an attack of opportunity if you wish.
No.
Okay. Okay. And he is going to attack Pog. What's the AC?
18.
Okay, he's going to miss with both attacks. And he's also going to exclaim, I knew you were looking for us. I knew you were looking for us. You won't make it out of here alive, as he just like misses with his daggers. And is like, imagine a little short elf-looking guy like trying to jump up and stab you, and it's just not.
I don't think he'd have to jump very far, considering
that's
I'm
right, you're
like
the gnome.
4 feet.
Yeah. So from everyone else's perspective, it's like two short guys just fighting each other right here. A gnome and a little short elf. Blue.
Midget fight. Wait,
Okay.
is this the guy from over here?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, the happy
Yeah.
feet.
Little Sonics.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, they're blue. They don't look like hedgehogs though, so there's that. All right, next is Pog.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is grease flammable?
Hold on. Let me check because I know it's not going to say if it's flammable, but
It doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It only explains what it does in the surroundings.
okay. So if you want to set it on fire, describe how you want to do that, and I'll tell you, and then we'll roll to see if it works. We'll do like an ignition roll kind of. So it'd be like luck.
1 second.
Yeah,
I was just gonna firebolt it.
Firebolt. Okay. So let's do this. So these two guys right here are covered in grease because they were laying in it. Make an attack roll to see if you, with advantage, do it with advantage because even if you miss them, you might hit the grease on the ground. And then I'll roll something to see if it ignites or not.
All right. Do spells crit?
Attack spells, yes. So yeah, you're good.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll your damage. Which one were you attacking? The one that's still asleep or the one that's awake?
The one that's awake in the middle.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage first. Wow. Okay. All right. So like he's coming to, and you immediately just like shoot a bolt right out. This bolt hits him, and beat 10. It sets on fire. Okay. All right. So it doesn't set on fire, but you do a lot of damage to him, and you kind of see him like jolt awake, and then kind of like take a step back almost, because he's yeah, you just hit him with a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Okay. Cool.
That's all I got.
All right. Chamali.
So nothing over here is on fire, right?
No, there's no fire here. I'll start drawing it if like it's fire.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to this one and attack him with both daggers.
Okay.
Just 20 hit.
20 does hit. Yes.
Okay. And I was attacking from stealth, right? So I'd have advantage anyway.
So yeah, you're from stealth, so you'll have advantage actually, but it won't be advantage, because you get disadvantage when making attacks against this guy in melee. So
Oh, okay. No, because I was worrying
Yeah.
about sneak if I got sneak attack, which I won't. Okay.
well, you're stealth, so you'll get sneak attack. Wait, hold on. Shit. Now let me pull it up.
If I have advantage on the attack roll. I don't need advantage if someone else is around them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you don't have sneak attack here because you don't have advantage.
Okay. It's 2d4s. Ignore these. Okay.
Should I?
Well.
15 total damage.
15 total damage. Okay, this guy, he dies though. So you come up like right behind him, and you put like one dagger in his back and the other right around his throat, so he can't get away. And he falls to the ground. It makes a really high-pitched E noise before you slit his throat.
Wait, what? How much damage was that?
15.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, yours was 8, right?
Yep. I was like, wait a second. But yeah,
It was
he has
15 damage that you
modifiers.
just did, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That'll end my turn.
Okay. Okay, so next is Ametrine.
I'm just gonna do Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Oh, which one is alive?
This one here, there's one that's asleep over here, and then there's one standing up over here that's alive, and he's already damaged.
I'll hit. I'll hit the one that's close to it.
Okay, so you'll need to you're basically right here. So yeah, you can hit this one here, but you need to move to hit this one down here.
But I can hit the one that's close by.
Yeah. Think line of sight, so like you can see him with Ray of Frost, so you can hit, but like this wall's in the way to hit that one there.
Gotcha. I'll hit the one that's near.
Okay. So Ray of Frost is an attack spell or spell attack.
It's. Yes, it has a +5. Is that right?
Yeah, for you it's +5. Yes. Ooh, okay. All right, that hits. So roll the damage, which for Ray of Frost is a 1d8.
This one, right? Oh no.
8's this one here, yeah.
Can I? That's pretty low, isn't it?
It's below average for the d8, yeah. So it's 3
Can
damage.
Can I use 13 on mine? Prediction. Instead of-
So that 13 can only replace d20 rolls, which is your hit, not your damage.
Okay, I guess it's a
3. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so like you hit him with that good old frost attack. Let me check something. Okay. All right. So yeah, you hit with the ray of frost and Chuckles. It is your turn.
Cool. I gotta find out the range of the spell real quick. 60 feet. Okay. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. So where it's just like here, where it's not going to hit Chamali, but it'll hit these.
Okay.
This guy automatically fails because he's asleep. But this one has to make a dexterity saving.
Okay.
And it's a dexterity of 13.
And he passes.
Okay, I figured. So this guy, you have an advantage, which you already had disadvantage, so you just have a straight roll against.
Okay.
And then I'm going to inspire Pog by saying,
Oh,
It's like my Uncle Kagi once said, with great power comes great big booty bear.
and that's
wow.
All right. All right. So Pog is inspired. Are you playing an instrument? Are you playing an instrument to inspire?
no, I'm just saying that.
Oh, okay. You're saying you're inspired.
He's
Oh,
a
the big
poet.
booty bitches. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I got it. Yeah. Okay.
He's a poet. That haiku
what a-
was very
It's a small little
inspiring.
poem I've heard.
You're a poet and you didn't even realize it.
I'm a man
Okay.
of culture.
All right. Bo, it is now your turn.
A man or a bird of culture?
Man,
I'm gonna move right here and go
Attorney at
acid
law.
sweat on these two guys.
on these two here. Okay.
And you gotta be dex save 12.
So this
I mean,
guy's
one of
All
them.
right. Oh yeah. So ignore the second roll. The first, this guy automatically failed.
Oh, he automatically fell on the roll too.
And he would have automatically failed anyway. The second guy, what's your DC?
12.
12. He passes. But go ahead and roll your damage because the sleeping one does take damage.
5.
Ooh. Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you do this, this quickling here, you see his eyes open, and he makes a little exclamation of pain. And is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
All right, he's going to stand up, and I just realized that I did not make it save at the end of the turn for these two guys. Let me check. Let me roll for this one that's still the end of last turn for Grease. He would have passed, so he's still standing, so that works. Okay. This guy is going to take off to Bo. Bo, what is your AC?
14.
Whoa!
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
A wizard girl. Do your
Yeah, here. What you need? 13 or 9?
9.
9? Okay.
Okay,
Oh
so
wait,
you
wait,
turn that
wait,
20
yeah,
into
yeah,
a.
do that.
What's that, Gage?
Go ahead, do what you're doing.
Okay, so you turn the 20 into a 9. It's what's your AC again?
14.
14. Okay, so it'll still hit, but it won't crit.
Cool.
All right, what can I use a reaction to do shield?
Yes, yeah, you can all. Yes, this is definitely do that real quick if you want to.
All right, well, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you shield, adding 5 to your AC, bringing your AC up to 19, so that attack miss.
Sweet.
I believe shield is +5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but is it after the attack hits or be?
It's
It's
reaction.
a reaction.
Let me bring up the verbiage here.
It says which you take when you are hit by an attack or target.
Yeah, so an
Yeah, just go
invisible
check it
barrier
out.
until the start of your next turn. You have a +5, a bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack. So it's a trigger attack, and you take no damage from magic missile. The casting time is 1 reaction, which you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missiles. So yeah, so you are fine because the triggering attack is the only attack that you got hit by, which increases your AC, and you're fine. So very, very good. While we're here on this point, though, the way reactions work, it's good to note every round you get 1 reaction. So like you can't. So an attack of opportunity is a react. So you can't use that attack of opportunity more than like once, and except unless you have like the Sentinel feat. So that's your reaction for this round. So like if he runs away from you, you don't get an attack of opportunity because you've used your reaction. Does that make?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you're good there. This guy at Pog, I guess eye to eye with Pog, he's going to. What's the AC to beat?
18.
Damn.
Why are you
Oh,
rolling so good,
Christ.
Skittles? Stop it.
Damn. Okay.
Nani?
So this you'll have a crit and a hit.
Oh, jeez.
How much health do you have?
15. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I have
What's
a
that?
question.
Uh-huh.
Mage armor, is that just for myself or it could be for others?
It's just for yourself.
Poopies. Okay.
Yeah, and so mage armor, I believe, is also a ritual. So at the beginning of the
That's
day,
It's not.
No, it's actually a touch spell too.
Touch spell. Hello?
But they can't be wearing armor.
Right. But I'm not sure if they're wearing it.
Pog is. Yeah, we can't hear you, Skittles.
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing the bigliest armor. If you cast mage armor on me, I lose armor.
Well, you can't cast on you anyways because you have armor.
We always have Donkey to carry you.
This is true. Don't let me die.
Try not to.
Oh, Christ, it's time to roll.
Well, good game, guys. It's pretty good.
We all level up to 12. Congratulations.
Awesome. I'm glad you're the new DM.
Thank you.
What is that from?
It's like Resident Evil or something. I can't remember. It's some kind of merchant.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, the guy who unfolds the jacket and has all the guns.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Paperclips, do you know the that hillbilly song tune? Like dun 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 dun.
Oh, dueling banjos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that from my board.
Yeah. Cause
Right.
this area, this feels like the boonies, the Fey Wildlands.
Oh.
Oh, because he's
no.
restarting.
I hope he saved.
My gosh, I
Oh,
hope he's
jeez.
And I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to
I took this from the Love Guru movie. Not sure if anyone's seen that.
Is that the one with Will Smith?
No, it's with Mike Myers.
Yeah.
See, I've got most of these are actual Savern songs. Oh, that one kind of sounds like it's funny because it could kind of fit in. But all the other songs I have are pretty much Tavern, except for Rock and Robin. I just have this one because Chuckles. I should have played this one.
Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
What's a
It's
mud?
like a mother trucker, dude.
They heard like a mother something on
Mother
a stick.
trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
That would have been a better one for when I got.
Oh yeah, are those still in your feet
It's
or
like-
whatever?
Yeah, it's like a fourth of my damage or my health from like 2 yards.
Wait, it's in your feet?
No, it shot me in the butt. Oh, it shot
say,
me,
she got
but I'm
bird
saying it
legs.
shot me in the butt. Yeah, I know nothing to get through these scales. These scaly.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
Guys, I've got like I don't have enough voice, enough little pieces. What are they called? Sound bites. I don't have enough.
For music or?
No, just for regular things. They're going to get.
For shenanigans?
Yes.
What about?
I've got like 10 exclamations, just like random things. But besides that, I don't have that many great. I got a lot of pickup lines for charm that I don't use.
Me love you long time. Me so horny.
That's about it. I don't have like that many great things out of that. Those two, besides this.
Can anyone see what it says in Skittles' screenshot? Because I can't make it out.
Let me see. Issues connecting, sending messages, joining voice, etc. We are continuing to investigate the issue.
Interesting.
I think that's a generic, like, Discord can't get the server.
Yeah. Probably just kill it in Task Manager and try again.
He restarted, though.
Yeah.
His whole computer?
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess his whole computer.
That's why I kicked this all out. But if I get kill it in Task Manager, try again. Because I don't know what the hell else to do with Discord.
Do you think his DNS is fucked?
Why would it be? I guess you can always change it to like Google's, but why would it change from whatever his ISP gives him?
No, I know. No, I know. Cause like yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple days ago, Cloudflare's DNS went down for a few hours.
Oh,
And it was
I got
very
no idea.
noticeable. Apparently, Tabletop has voice support.
It probably does. I've never tried to use.
Yeah.
So you got. Oh my gosh, Gage! Why would you do this?
Not C++.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he should have DHCP, so it should just auto-populate his DNS server. But, like, he shouldn't be touching it unless he set it to static on his own, in which case, whatever he's got a static might be fucked up, but I doubt it.
Oh, what's up?
He's alive.
Wait, are you there, Skittles?
He's on his phone.
Oh, I can hear his keyboard.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Yeah, I deleted all my local files, so it's not push to talk, and let me reset all that stuff real quick. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh man, that is a fucking buzzkill.
It was a bathroom break anyway.
Ah.
There you go.
I think anybody left though.
It was still a bathroom break for Dawn, even though we didn't leave.
Wireless headphones are amazing.
Was it you that we heard one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let me get this back up and running. Damn, sorry about. I still don't really know what happened.
That's alright.
You
Computer
gotta
suck.
get off Hentai Haven, man.
It's that 5G.
I knew I shouldn't downloaded that.
Did you download more RAM or something?
internet.
More internet? Nice.
Okay, it's back up. Wow, shit, that was shitty.
Don't worry, I've been entertaining my soundboard.
True bar.
We were just about to watch Pug die.
Yes.
God.
You asked how much health does he have, and then
And I said 15. And then things look sketchy.
What did I think I rolled a 5? I didn't
Fade
write that
to
down.
black.
Let me check.
look at that connection that ping gauge has going. Look at 900.
That's what level I
Shit, what are you, bioluminescent?
got.
Connection that ping gauge has going.
Did someone just DC this gauge? Oh, okay, there he is.
Yeah, he does that.
Hello?
Can't check.
Hey,
No, it's just awful quiet.
no you.
Don, are you checking the roll?
Yeah, give me 1 second. It's
Okay.
not on the live stream, but I'll one more thing.
Does Tabletop Simulator have poker?
Every single thing that y'all, not every single. What?
Never.
Oh, I heard something about an ogre.
I said poker.
Oh,
I was asking if Tabletop Simulator.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely has it, but I can't check the rolls.
can't check the rolls. Okay, so I'll just re-roll. Well, I'll tell you what, Bogey, I'll let you choose. You can choose the 5, or I can
The 5 for what?
the damage. I recalled it being a 5 that I rolled for damage.
That's fine.
Okay. So as this quickling stabs you, I'm going to need you to make a death saving throw.
Can you use an inspiration for this?
Can death saving throw? Well, it's technically a D20, so I don't know why. I don't know why you couldn't.
Cool.
What die is Bardic Inspiration?
It's a D6. Yep, D6.
Oh, jeez.
Pass.
Oh, you didn't even use it.
Remember, for a death roll or death save, you just need to beat 10. That's all you got to do. Beat 10. It's a 50-50 shot. It's like a full.
Wait, so is he unconscious now?
He is unconscious. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was like one
God
stab,
bless.
right?
It's 2 stabs.
It was a critical stab.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had. I thought you weren't dead yet.
I'm
he's
not.
dead. He has 15 health, and it did a total of, with the 5 roll, it did a total of 17 damage.
Oh,
I mean, if I make my next death saving throw, I spring to 1 health, right?
Yes.
Or no?
I thought it was 3.
No, you're stabilized. You're stabilized.
wait, I thought you had to make 3.
It's if I crit that I spring to 1 health, or no? Or well, if I roll a nat 20. Or am I thinking of
Yeah, I think
something else?
so you'd have to roll a nat 20.
Well,
I'll
shit.
check those rolls. If it gets to that, we'll No, nat 20s count as 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and nat 1s count as 2 fails. So yeah. All right, so that's these 2 quicklings, and then there was this one quickling over here.
Fuck, I should have ate that jerky. Lesson learned.
Okay, so this quickling doesn't seem to see you, and like his haste waking up and then being hit by fire. And he is going to.
Do I get opportunity or no?
Yes.
Do I use 2 multi-weapon fighting for? No.
So a reaction is an action for an attack. So if you so yes, you would get to use both because multi-weapon fighting means your offhand is a bonus action that's linked to your action. So if you make the action, you get the bonus action.
Really? A bonus
Yeah,
action
at
and a
least that's how I
reaction?
understand it.
Okay.
For reaction, because a reaction is an action.
And
It's
a
just
bonus action?
reaction's more like time it takes to cast.
Okay. But it'll miss anyway. 6.
Okay.
Does 9 hit?
9 does not hit. No.
Okay,
Wait,
20
I can give you 13.
he didn't make disadvantage with this, did he? Wait, I'm so confused.
He multi-weapon. He's got 2 weapons he's attacking with, so they're just normal.
Okay, yeah.
But
I was just going to say again, this guy's under fairy fire, so you get advantage. Well, you get.
He already gets advantage for being hidden.
Oh,
I thought you
Yeah.
said if I get disadvantage for attacking within melee.
You do. So they're canceling each other out.
Gotcha.
It's a normal roll. Yeah.
Cool. And
You technically, it's like 2 status effects that they're just there to let you know that they're there, but they cancel each other out.
Okay. That'll be 6 total damage though.
6 total damage. Okay. So yeah, like he takes off and his feet turn into like a blur as he starts to run off, and you notice that he's about to run off from you, and you lunge at him, and he falls to the ground after you give him a little shank in the back,
Fucker.
and he is dead. He actually propels forward because he started to build so much momentum, and he like drops like. Okay, and that will conclude their turn. This makes it Pog. So I need a death saving throw.
You can do it.
Pass.
Armor guard, I'm stable.
Very nice.
wait, you've made 2 rolls already?
See?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so confused. I thought you only made 1 roll.
Yes.
We
And
just
then I
made a
made
second
another.
Wait, yeah, but isn't it 3 rolls for death?
I thought it was 3.
Best. Oh, it is 3. Yeah, no, you have to make 3.
Is it
Yeah,
3? Oh. I
yeah,
thought
you
it was
have to.
best of
You have to
3.
make the first. It's like the first to 3 wins. It's not best
Yeah.
of 3. It's first to 3. Yeah. So you need one.
Oh, fuck.
You need one more. So you're not stable
Are you,
quite
buddy
yet.
boy? Don't worry about.
Well, there are. So you can choose to stabilize him with a
Unless somebody
medicine.
can heal him, because I can't. I
No,
don't have any spells.
kill the little bastard attacking me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my turn to try to hit that guy.
Avenge me.
All right. So it is Chamali's turn. Chamali.
Oh, it's really-
Avenge me.
It's my turn again?
Yes. Yeah, it is your turn.
And this one is the one of killing you, right?
Yeah, this one right.
5, 10.
I need tiny amounts of vengeance.
I'm gonna stab him in the back. Wait. Is this disadvantage or?
This is you. So you have advantage because it's a sneak attack, but you have disadvantage, so it's just normal. Like
Okay.
it's canceled out.
So it'll just be 1d4 plus 4. 7 total damage.
7 total damage. Okay. And that is so you run up behind him, and he's like lingering over Pog's body, and you see him starting to prep for another onslaught to this to your teammate's unconscious. No, it's not a corpse; it's just an unconscious body, and you just straight up stab him in the back, and he goes down. Very nice. Okay, and Ametrine, it is your turn. There's only one remaining, and it's this little guy right.
So I have to move that way I can see him and hit him.
Yes.
Can I go to here?
Yeah, so each square is 5 feet, so that's 5, 10, 15, or just 10, just if you walk in a straight line. Yeah, so that's 10 feet, and you're good to go. So make your attack roll, or your spell attack. If that's what you're using, sorry.
Just Ray of Frost, because the other ones are based on alarms and stuff like that.
Gotcha, okay. Well, don't roll your damage just yet. So you got a 10. What's your total for the spell attack? So you'll add your spell attack modifier on the last page.
Yeah, it's +5, isn't it?
Oh, 5, yeah. Okay, it is +5. So that'll be 15, and that'll actually miss.
Wait, is this a spell attack?
This is a spell attack, yes.
Oh, wait, never mind. I just get advantage. I'm still straight wrong.
So that'll end up missing the quickling. The only thing you have left to do is move. You have 20 feet of movement.
I'm gonna stand back because the guy conscious makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Is it 1, 2, 3? Can I be here?
Yeah, you can go there. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, go there. There you go. All right, and that makes it Chuckle's turn.
I am charging this boy and making an attack. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
All right, that's pretty fucking hilarious. Okay, go. All right, so I need you to make a dexterity save.
Great.
You trip and fall on your beat.
23.
All right, yeah, no, you're fine. So you start to lose your footwork as you charge, as most of your focus goes into your crazy battle charge yell. But you're able to keep your footwork, and you're on your feet. All right.
I still miss.
You still miss, yes.
And
Okay.
with my bonus action,
Okay.
I'm going to inspire Fish Boy. And
Bo.
Be strong, Bonnie. Be strong for your little.
Wait. Inspire just
No, it's not the
makes this
time
back
for
a
an
hit,
episode.
right? Like it gives me more advantage to hit.
did you not listen to my inspiration? Because I'm a little upset right now.
I did, but Gage, to answer your question, it doesn't give you advantage. What it does is when you roll your d20, you roll a d6 with it.
All right. Well, what I'm about to do is like doesn't need it.
You don't roll a d6? Yeah, okay. You'll still have inspiration, but yeah. So, Bo, it is your turn.
All right.
Revoke this
I'm gonna do
man's life
shocking
privileges.
What are you doing, Gage?
Shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp. Okay.
That is a d20 though.
Yeah, I
Do
believe
what?
it is. You reach out and touch. Make a melee spell attack. It is a spell attack, yeah. So you do need to roll a d20 for that.
And you can add the d6 to it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that?
Yep.
Wow.
And
If you would have listened to the quote, you would have had a higher roll. That's how it works.
This is about to be that one goblin all over again.
got a 12.
You got a 12. Okay, so that is going to miss. You reach out to grab him, and he kind of like just darts to the side. Yeah, That's about it. So it restarts at his turn,
Wait.
and
Can I
what's that?
still use my movement?
You can use your movement. Yes.
I'm
So we're
gonna
getting
move
the
back
attack
to
opportunity.
So he's gonna, as you move away, he's gonna take a attack of opportunity real quick.
Be slippery.
What's your AC?
14. God.
All right, and you're gonna take 7 damage.
Jesus
You got a
Christ.
+6 to damage? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
These are some large modifiers.
Why would you make us fight these things, Skittles?
Because they're quick.
If we get special dice just for death saving throws, I feel like we're gonna do that a lot.
Special yeah, individuals. Yeah, I can arrange a thing. But there, you can use those to count your saving throw. All right, did you take your damage?
Yeah.
All right.
I have 5 health.
Okay. And that's your movement turn, so that makes it the Quickling's turn. The Quickling is going to turn to Chuckles and attack you. What's your AC?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My AC is 15.
All right, he's going to critically fail on one and hit on the other. All right, you take 7 damage.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to make a dex save to see if he falls over, and he will not be falling over. All right. Pog, I need a saving throw. Death save.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, fail. So 1 fail, 2 passes.
You're glad it wasn't a
Womp,
one.
womp.
Okay. Next is Chamali.
Another run up and a stabbing in the back.
All right. I like it.
Okay. Does 8 hit?
No.
18.
Yes.
Hold on. Plus I get the... Let me double check something. I get the sneak attack since someone's around him, finally.
Yes.
9 total damage.
9 total damage, and he goes to the ground. So, like, he's trying to balance on his critical fail after missing Chuckles with the second attack. And he's, like, trying to balance himself. You, like, see him up on 1 foot, kind of balancing. And you just, like, run right up to him. Give him a little face stab. Very nice.
Okay, as soon as combat's over, I'm gonna go to Paul, try to stabilize him.
All right, go ahead and make a medicine check.
It's going to be a
What?
14.
14. That will pass. So he is now stabilized. Give me 1 second. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull something up.
I'll rummage through Pog's bag and feed him some of his jerky.
God bless.
Piece of shit.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm gonna be missing something. What in the name of flammable steel skin is fucking happening here?
Okay, yeah. So you're currently stable but unconscious, and you have 0 HP.
If I shove jerky down his mouth, does he get the 5 temporary
Can we
HP?
have like a normal ration?
See, I don't know what temporary HP does if you're at 0 hit points.
Does anybody have any healing spells?
Heal.
I don't. I'm out of
Passed
spells.
out guy does.
Okay, well, since I have a feeling I know what's in these boxes, I'm going to approach the boxes. And then I'm going to write out. Are these. I'm assuming. Can we see in the box?
Say again?
Can we see inside of the crates around here?
Yes, you can. Sorry, I'm checking a. Okay, I need to make one roll real quick for Bogey. It will take you 4 hours to become to gain 1 HP unless you're healed by other. And let me check the temporary hit points. So yeah, if you have for temporary hit points, if you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize you. They can still absorb the damage if you take damage while you're making your death saves, but they will not restore you to health or to consciousness. All right.
Alright, I'll still feed him, just so he has him. So if we drop him, we don't accidentally kill him or something.
Right. So you have a 5 HP buffer basically, but you're unconscious and stable. Okay, so let's take care of these crates for Chuckles. Yeah, so when you come up on the crates, they're unmarked. They're about 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot, little cube crates. And as you get closer, you start hearing like the crates are kind of creaking and moving, and you hear like wings flapping in them. And yeah, you see like there's like little like handle holes around the top. You see like eyes looking back at you, and then you hear like "help us" and all really high pitched voices that are very similar to the pixies that you encountered earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna start opening crates as fast as I can, and when I get done, I'm going to ask if any of them is a healer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there are a total of 5 crates. Each crate contains 1. So they tell you that none of them are a healer, but you might be able to use their pixie dust to bring him back to consciousness.
Okay, can I ask them to shed some on him or whatever they?
Yeah, so as they're saying that, and you like ask that, they ask, well, where is he?
Okay, I'll lead them over to him.
Okay. So as they get over there, they look at Pog and they start like flying over him, and they like do these weird shaking motions as they fly over with their wing, and dust begins to fall on Pog.
I'll sprinkle a little bit of chalk dust on him to help.
Cool.
Is that like stripper?
Can I go walk over to the cow and start checking him out?
Yes, you can, and we'll take care of that here in a
He's
second.
the milkman.
Moo.
All right. Okay, so Pog, you gain 1 health, and you are brought back to consciousness. However, your move speed your walk speed is going to be reduced by 1/2, and that 1/2 is now a fly speed.
What?
What?
Yeah.
So he can only walk half his distance, but he can fly half his distance.
Yes.
Is it rounded up or down?
It's going to be rounded down.
12 it is then.
12.
So I'm gonna wake up and be like, the hell happened?
Yeah. So you actually come to consciousness, like everyone else sees your body like begin to start floating off the ground before you're even conscious, and then like your eyes open and you're like 5 feet in the air, kind of like, what the fuck?
I don't know how to tell you this, man, but you died. You're a ghost.
You've ascended.
You can see me? The hell?
Can I try to jump into his dust cloud to get the effect?
The dust cloud has cloud might be a liberal term, because it was just like a few particles of dust that are falling off these. So no, his body is absorbed.
Unfortunate.
I would like to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the die.
Wait, you have that?
Yeah. Fan is the fucking what?
Does it matter?
Well, I mean, it's still 5 HP.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Cure Wounds is 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
I know, but you're okay. It's high.
It's +4.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the can we use these for the fairies? I have models.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to bring the fairy model.
Oh,
sorry,
them?
I have. Yeah. Hold on. That's too many, but still. Okay. All right. Yeah. So these fairies here, they're they do the task that you asked of them. Pog, you're conscious again, with 2 health and 5 temporary health points. And the fairies thank all of you and asks if you're here to rescue them.
Of course we are. The queen sent us to save you.
And they all kind of look at each other and they're like really happy. And then one of them kind of frowns and says, "Well, where's we need to find Nisa."
You cut out what?
Nisa. We need to find Nisa.
Haven't we heard that name before?
They took her. So you haven't heard that name before.
Okay.
But they explained that earlier these quicklings took her from one of the boxes, and they haven't seen or heard from her since, and it was earlier in the day.
Can I go check out? I want to go check out this area, or like check out where these footprints led off to.
Okay, before we do that, let's go to Bo. So Bo, you're over here by the cow. Are you looking for anything?
Look, seeing if he's in like good condition first.
Yeah, he looks like he's virtually untouched. Like he's just chilling out over here.
Well, bring him over. Do you want to attach him to the mule?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Is there anything else around here?
So there's the crates that he opened over here. There are the bodies over here, and then there's the fire and the utensils and stuff they had with the fire, and that's about it.
Can I investigate the bodies, trying to look for loot?
Ooh, that marshmallow.
For sure.
Oh,
Go ahead
yeah.
and roll it
Alright.
investigate.
And can I ask the fairies if they'll bless the cow's milk?
They kind of look at you odd, and they're like, "What?"
Dirty
Please.
20.
Dirty 20.
That's actually a good idea. Blessing the milk.
All right, you have so you find between all of them, you find 18 silver pieces, 8 daggers, and then you also find roughly 23 ribbons. The ribbons are various colors, but 2 of those ribbons specifically have what appear to be like gold weaved into the threading.
I'm gonna silently pocket those and give the rest to the fairies and say, I think these belong to you.
Okay. All right. So you have 2 fine ribbons, and you'll give the rest over. They thank you for it, and they look pretty happy, and they immediately start like putting them like sashes around their neck or sashes. What's the thing that got scarves? Like scarves around their neck, and then they'll like some of them make like wrap like belts around themselves, and they just like drape themselves in these ribbons.
I want to ask them what the significance of them are. What are they used for?
They tell you that ribbons, a fine ribbon, is worth more than gold to them.
To them, is this for any reason? Are they magical?
So they tell you that they're not magical, and then they just kind of laugh and they're like, "It's weird that all you big folk don't understand this." And you kind of get the impression that these pixies just have an obsession with ribbons. So they don't; these ribbons don't seem to be magical, but they're just obsessed with ribbons, is what it seems. Okay, so that's the body search. You got the silver and the ribbons. Okay, yeah, and the daggers. Chuckles, you were gonna search something?
Yep, I wanted to see where these trail led off to because I got a feeling it's where they're from.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, Amatrine, are you doing anything during this time?
I wanted to check what they had in food wise. Is there any stock that we can take?
So you don't see any food.
Yeah,
once you search throughout here, there doesn't seem to be any like barrel or boxes of food or anything like that.
Okay.
The only boxes were the ones with the pixies in them.
And there was nothing else in those pixie boxes. It was just them.
Just the pixies. Yep.
All right, you can move on.
All right, Chuckles, go ahead and make a let's do a perception check.
And I'm going to be watching for traps this time because another trap killed.
Cool.
So watch me roll 1. Hey. It's 15.
15. Okay, yeah. So you.
That was good.
That was good. Okay, yeah. So you start walking over here, and you get 2.
Does it go this way? Or...
What the tracks?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the tracks mostly. The tracks mostly go this way, like this. You only see like some old tracks that are going this way. You also see right here a tripwire.
Okay. I'm going to follow the old track since we know that guy had come through here recently.
Okay. All right. You enter like another smaller grove, and all that you see in here is just like mushrooms, and this is a wall over here, so it doesn't like lead anywhere. Well, it's not a wall, but it's like just a thick vines and stones. Yeah. But yeah, you don't see anything that stands out as being placed here by the quicklings or any type of resident or anything like
that. Okay. Anything useful? Maybe just natural? Like not like, items that are man-made, but just
So there are the vines that. So all the quicklings that you killed, you see now what the Pixie Queen was talking about. These vines are used as like sashes, not sashes, as straps by the quicklings. So there's those vines are all throughout here, and then there's like various mushrooms which could have different effects
Do any of these vines have flowers on them?
or uses. Do any of them have flowers on them? No.
Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll take some of the glowing mushrooms and I'll rub it on some of the vines and make a glowing sash.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Well, actually, now that I say this, I would have. Being a kinku, he wouldn't do this. So actually, I'll take it all back. I take it all back because
Take it all back. All right.
They aren't creative at all.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna collect the rest of the mushrooms.
I'll
Sorry,
just go back to the party.
I was gonna say, isn't it like building a bird's nest for you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, I'd be rubbing glowing. I would have to come up with the idea to use glowing mushrooms to make a glowing sack. Which,
I guess the glowing part would be unnatural. The picking vines wouldn't be though.
the sash thing, I'll make a sash at the least. I won't make a glowing sash, but I'll make my own sash because I've seen them make. Or I've seen their own sash.
I'm gonna carry the mushrooms with us in case you do decide that you want to make it glow somehow.
Yeah, make the bird pretty.
Well, glowing mushrooms are just.
Okay, cool. Yeah. How many mushrooms do you want to pick? There's about 5 in total in this room, and then there was like 2 over here by the.
I'm gonna pick all of them.
Okay. So write down that you have 7 glowing mushrooms or bioluminescent mushrooms.
Does this vine stuff look valuable to the town at all? As like a raw building material or something?
Yeah, it looks quite stout. It looks like inch thick rope. It kind of like these vines. They wrap up in themselves, and it almost looks like rope.
Ooh, can I count this as rope?
You can, yes.
So I'll just say I'll grab a long vine. How many feet would that be?
Long vine, 10 feet.
I'll do the same.
Okay. And there is a lot in this area. So the largest sections that you can find are going to be in 10 foot, but you can take quite a bit depending on your carrying weight. You do have the donkey as well to carry.
Yeah, if it looks like they'll be valuable to the town, like to help build us, we'll try to put some in the donkey.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so we'll just put that you have let's do just bulk. Just put that you have bulk amount of and vine rope, and I will come up with exact numbers for that math and how that'll help the town.
Okay.
Let me write that down too.
Oh yeah, speaking of, are you gonna make another spreadsheet to throw items in that we're gonna sell?
Yes, I will be making one. I was going to have one for today, but then I decided against it because there's not really a shop. I know I said I was going to do it, but when you get back to town, either this session or next session or the session after, you'll see how that'll work at first before it becomes an actual. And so it'll be more of a bartering system since y'all don't have like trade in the town yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the fairies if they have any way to track their friend.
They don't have a way to track their friend, except for maybe looking around.
Okay. I'm gonna
for any clues.
To the boxes. Does somebody else want to do anything? I've realized I'm taking up a lot of the time. I apologize.
No.
Sorry, I'm still writing this note down real quick. Give me a second.
Just don't go off fighting until we get a long rest, because
Yeah.
Loggy dead.
Yeah, I used up all my spell slots.
Is there any fairy dust in the bottom of these crates?
There is not.
Dang.
He
Well,
has dreams of flying.
well, I am a Miku, but yeah. Do we see any trails maybe? That could have been their friend moved, like trails of fairy dust.
No. Let me see. One of these bodies was by the fire, right?
3 of them
Yeah.
were, yeah.
3 of them were. Okay, yeah. So let me go back and add something. I don't because I don't want to take too much time on finding clues for this because y'all have already rolled perception. So, Chamali, when you were searching the pockets over here, there was that one stick with the marshmallow.
Yeah.
That wasn't marshmallow. That was meat, and it was like a small chunk of meat. You can do an investigation on that if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll take it, sniff it, see what kind of meat it is. Inspect it. 19.
19. Okay, so you don't know exactly what kind of meat it is. You do know that it came from a tiny creature because of the size of the bone, etc.
Can I do an identify spell? Does that work?
You can do identify. However, let me pull that up real quick. Okay. Identify is kind of complicated for this situation. It is doable. But so identify is usually to identify some sort of like spell, magical spell. However, if you touch a creature, it can tell you what spells it had prepared. So
if I touch one of the corpse, I can know what happened?
you won't know what happened. What you'll know is any magical properties that were associated with that corpse, if it had spells, etc. So you could do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, and I'm assuming you're casting as a ritual.
Can I? That takes 10 minutes, right?
It takes 10 minutes. Yes. Yeah. Y'all have plenty of time.
Sure, I'll do a ritual.
Ritual. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you get hints of magic, and it seems like it had multiple spells at once. But the only spell that you sense prepared by this is Druid Craft.
So can I detect magic?
Yes, you can detect magic. When you detect magic, though, it'll just tell you if magic's in the area.
Oh, that's all it would say. It wouldn't identify what kind of magic it was.
It will. Yeah, I think it can identify. Let me hold on. Give me a second. No, because identify identifies the magic, and detect magic. You just know the presence of magic within 30 feet. You can use an action. Oh, yeah, and so it allows you to see a faint aura of magic if you use detect magic. So anything that's magical in the area will kind of glow. Not grow, glow.
Yeah, can I try that too?
For sure, and it is ritual tagged. So if you want to use that as a ritual.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So the meat here begins to faintly glow. All the spellcasters with their focuses and everything begin to glow. So do the pixies and the fairies. And that is the only magical stuff that's that you sent within 30 feet.
Okay. Should I ask the fairies if they've seen Who caused the magic?
From the meats,
Yeah.
they'll tell you they aren't sure why the meat is magical. Could be some sort of magical creature, probably that these quicklings have been cooking.
Mm.
Does anyone else have anything they want to investigate? For
Are there any fairy wings discarded around here?
you don't see.
Okay.
But there are.
speed
I mean,
to
there is a
Puff up
fire
a
there,
lot.
right? So
We can, if we ask the fairies, does his body look familiar? Do they recognize it?
so it's not really a body. Think of it as like just a chunk of meat, very small chunk of meat. You could ask the fairies though.
Yeah, I'm
about
gonna
the chunk
ask
of
if
meat.
they recognize this chunk of meat, if they know where it came from.
Oh
That is the
gosh.
worst thing to do.
So barbaric.
Yeah, so they're the closest one will take a look at it, and they'll investigate. Luckily, they're not too good with investigation, and they tell you they aren't sure. Then they don't get too close to it. Pixies are vegetarian. Yeah, so y'all all start getting the feeling though that this chunk of meat might be the missing fairy.
Oh
I'm
god.
going to
Oh.
I'm gonna wrap it up in my bathrobe because I don't really have anything else, and I'll kind of keep it.
What, are you hungry? Let us eat it.
No, I'm gonna hold it on for the fairy queen. Hold on to it for the fairy queen, so that they can do their own rituals or whatever.
Did this creature wear clothes? Is there clothes around?
I think
there are not
ribbons
clothes,
were
and
the clothes.
pixies don't wear clothes though. So that could be a clue.
Ew,
Pixies
they're
don't
naked?
wear. Well, they wear ribbons, right? And you found a bunch of ribbons in these guys' pockets.
Oh my gosh, how many did they eat?
You found 18 ribbons.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
She wore a lot of
So-
ribbons, and she wore gold ribbons too.
Can you ask the fairies? Do they know how many pixies they've been captured into?
They aren't sure. These fairies were all captured within like the last week. And they were all captured after the missing fairy was the missing fairy was already here when they got here.
So,
But that was
wow.
it. There was no other fairies. It was just that one.
So we can assume those were dead fairies.
Yes. So yeah, you can assume that this is a dead fairy, and you've got 5 fairies that want to find the missing fairy.
And you said there was tracks on the other side, and I don't know what happened after.
Oh
guys
yeah,
saw-
he went and investigated over here, and he didn't find anything. So
Go back to the ferry, and report what we found.
okay.
Or do you want to stay the night here?
Well, the fairies. So the fairies tell you like it when y'all start questioning. Should we leave? Should we set up camp? Should we do all this? And the pixies are like, well, we kind of need to find this other pixie, right? Like
Chuckles.
we're doing that, right?
I know, right? I'm going to like, I don't know how to break it to him. I guess I'll just write it down because I have another way to say it to him.
Have you heard a eulogy before? Just repeat that.
Yeah, you probably would have in your time. How old is your character?
Hold up, that's what I wrote down. I can't remember.
Have you heard the song
He's 18.
Taps ever played? That would be so fucked up if you. No, that's Reveille.
I know, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be fucked up out of nowhere. They're like, well, where's the other? We need to find the other pixie, and then just start playing Taps. Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll play. I'll write. I'm just gonna write it down and say, I
right.
think this might be your. Unfortunately.
Okay. So yeah, when you do that, go ahead and roll. Are you trying to break this in any particular?
Huh?
Well, I guess you don't really get a choice with your inflection, but
No, I'm just writing it down, so I can't really.
oh, okay. Are
Can't
you
really
doing
say.
any like body language? Or are you just trying to be like, I'm sorry, kind of like
As much as a bird face can.
as much as a bird face can? Okay. Just go ahead and let's roll a persuasion.
Is he persuading them that she's dead?
Oh no, persuasion's wrong. This would be a pure charisma.
Oh, pure charisma. Can I use that roll still? Or do we
Yes.
make another roll? Okay.
Or you could seduce all of them.
It's 16.
16. Okay, so yeah, you're good enough with well, I wouldn't call it talking to people, but communicating to people. They take it. They don't take the news like too poorly. They knew that they were in danger. They just look kind of somber now, and like they have a slight like pixies and fairies just have a slight glow to them. Like think like magical type creatures, and that glow kind of lessens, gets dimmer.
I'm going to ask if they would like to bury them here or bury them back at their home.
They tell you that they'll take her and bury him with in their tradition.
Okay. I'll tell them I can hold on to her for now if you'd like me to, or you guys can have her. Whatever is easier.
So they're gonna ask. That depends on what y'all are doing. Are y'all going to be staying the night here?
Yes.
Are you coming?
I thought we were okay. I thought we were leaving. But
Really? Do you? Okay. Well, we can
I
travel.
mean, we're all pretty low, but
Right, but
it'd probably be
leaving
better
would
to
be
rest.
dangerous, right?
You can stay if you guys want.
It would be dangerous for especially Bogey. He's pretty hurt.
Okay.
Although I will let you know, you can take a short rest and roll your hit die.
That's true. We could
to get
just take
help.
a short rest.
It's just after midday now. It's early after.
For the short rest hit die thing, is it just one hit die, or can we use
as many as you have if you want?
Oh yes.
Hey Chuckles, don't you have a bard thing for that, or is that later?
Let me see. I don't know if I do yet. I do. I have a song of rest. So I'll do that as well. If we're taking a short rest.
Okay, cool.
That's an extra D6 per person.
Is that per hit die or per person?
It's just extra. If you or a friendly creature or any friendly creatures who can hear you perform regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each of these creatures regains an extra 1d6. So I guess if you use hit dice to rest, you get an extra d6. Like it doesn't stack. Like you don't get another d6 for every hit die. It's just if you use one, you
just get an extra d6 if you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you use at least.
Cool. So yeah, if anyone wants to roll their health back, you get an extra d6.
I see.
So this will count as a short rest. Ametrine, you get one spell slot back. Although, actually, you haven't used any spell slots, right? You only used cantrips, so.
Yeah,
you're good.
Well, I used this. Well, no, I used the as a ritual. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
So we're camping here. Is that what's happening?
No, y'all are taking a short rest. So one of the mechanics during a short rest, if you have taken damage, you can take the short rest, and you can roll your class hit die to regain hit points. So for a wizard is a d6, and you're level 2, so you have up to 2 d6 to roll if you want your health back. But I don't think you took damage.
No, I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bogey and Bo, though, or Pog and Bo, they're
Yeah.
dire. Bo, did you roll your health back if you wanted to? Or Gage?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Okay. So the fairies, since y'all are only taking a short rest, the fairies all decide that they will take the corpse from, well, what remains of the corpse.
They're not gonna wait for us to take a short rest.
Well, this is during the short rest that they're doing it.
Chamali is tempted to replace their friend with some beef jerky.
Y'all hand them the body wrapped in the bathroom.
They all come back with 5 temporary hit points. No, okay, cool. Yeah, they'll take it and they'll thank you for it, and they are going to begin flying off. And yeah, they can't fly very fast, but they're just leaving now.
Does Bogey still have the flying?
He so it's been less than an hour. So he still has that flying. And I'm not saying that it's an hour. I'm just saying it's been less than an hour of time, measuring time in hours here. So, but yeah, you aren't sure how long you have this for, or if it's permanent. So he does still have it. All right. So the long rest comes to an end, and you'll need to decide on what exactly you want to do. You got a cow here.
I don't know about you guys, but do you guys want to go back, drop off the cow, then, or visit the Fairy Queen first?
How long would it take us to drop off the cow?
The rest of the day.
Okay. How long would it take us to the Fairy Queen?
Yeah, on the way back.
It'd take you about 2 hours to get back to the Fairy Queen.
Okay. We could stop there and rest for the day.
Yeah, let's go get paid from the Fairy Queen.
Possibly.
Or see if she knows where the last cow is. Well, it's supposed to be the payment.
Okay, so yeah, so you begin your journey back. How are y'all going up the pathway? Assuming you're following the pathway. Like, are you just walking on the beaten path? Are you looking out for things? Are you going stealthily? Are you like stuff like?
Chuckles is going to be riding the donkey and singing the cow song. One that you heard the ranchers.
All right, very cool. All right, so you'll successfully will make it back to the Fairy Queen, and you've re-entered the Fairy Queen's little village. I'm going to move you all over to. All right. So you make it back to the Fairy Queen village, and you don't see any signs of the fairies that you saw in the woods or in the grove there. You would recognize them because of the ribbons that you gave them. But you've made it back, and you're greeted by the queen and another fairy. And she looks at the cow and she says, I told you helping us would help you. I'm assuming you did help us.
Do you not see your friends?
She does not. So her friends are not with you. Those pixies flew off.
Wait, what?
And you don't notice them around here.
I'll tell her that they left before we did.
She asks you if you got their names.
I'll tell her the name of the dead one. I'll say that we don't know their names, but we know one of their friends that had passed was named, and I'll say the name. I don't remember the name. It was like
Yeah, I've got it here. It's on one of these pages. Yeah, it was like Anna or something like that, or Anise or something. Okay, I think that was it actually, Anise. Okay, so she tells you she knows who she was, but she's kind of confused. There were living fairies.
Yes, they were in crates.
And then she goes on to explain that she just expected them all to be dead. She didn't know they were being kept alive. But she assumes that you found the Quickling and took care of them.
Yeah, they're gone. They are no.
We took pleasure in killing them.
Very nice. She will. She's happy to hear that, and she offers. It's starting to get not dark, but you can tell you need to have a place to camp soon. So the queen tells you you're welcome to stay here in the village. She also will give you what she calls a bag of useless metal trash. And she'll each give you one ribbon. These ribbons are threaded with gold. And she gives you a bag of dust.
Of dust?
Of dust, what appears to be dust. And so each of you can put one fairy ribbon in your or gold ribbon. And the bag of junk metal is a total of 12 gold, 37 silver, and 4 pieces of copper.
Dang. That divided by 5. Is it 5 people we have?
Mm-hmm.
You said she gave each of us a bag of fairy dust, or do we have just one?
There's one bag of fairy dust, and she's going to tell you that the fairy dust, this specific fairy dust, is what they use for their gardens. It can be used on plants to make it grow rapidly, and larger than normal.
I will take it.
Okay. Put that you have a bag of farming pixie dust. Or however you wanted to note it. It's for plants. It's like pixie dust for plants.
Queen, I really appreciate the ribbon, but I still don't understand the value to us.
She kind of looks like astonished. She's like, ribbons are very valuable.
What if I were to find more gold fairy ribbons? Would you have more bags of useless metal trash?
You would trade trash for ribbons?
Yes, well, I like trash.
Well, we have a lot of trash. How many ribbons do you have?
I'm gonna pull one out of my pocket. I did find this one.
Okay. And this is the one from the campsite, not the one she gave, or one of the ones from the campsite.
Right.
Okay. She looks over at the fairy and she's like, okay. This fairy that's with her flies off. After about 10 minutes, comes back hauling another bag with useless trash in it.
Metal trash.
Metal trash. Yeah, this is metal trash.
Thank you.
And
Oh.
What's that?
And
Oh, okay. Give me a second. In it, you find 130 silver pieces.
Oh my gosh. I just did the math for the first bag. We each get 3 gold, 1 silver, 2 copper.
okay. What about the 130 silver would be 26 silver each.
$10 silver goes to 1 gold, and 10 copper goes to 1 silver. Make sure I did my math right for that first bag.
Okay. I'm not doing the math for y'all splitting, so if you got, I just have the totals here. And so she kind of looks at you, Chamali, and she's like, man, this doesn't, it's not right that I'm trading you trash for a ribbon. And she sits there and thinks for a little bit, and she looks at the ground. She grabs, there's an acorn lying there, a decently sized acorn. She flies down, picks it up, pops like the top off of the acorn, and turns it up so it's like a cup or a bowl. She spits in it, and then she, with one hand, she like grabs her, well, she doesn't grab her wing, but she like rubs her wing, and she drops some of the dust that comes off of her wing into the acorn, and then acorn top, and then she hands it over to you. And then she tells you, if you drink this, it will heal you. So this is a 1d8 healing.
Oh, I thought this was a joke.
No.
It might be. It might be poison. Thank you, Queen. I actually really appreciate that. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're kind of new in the area. We have a settlement just a little bit that ways. We're looking for friends if you want to be friends with us.
She says, what kind of settlement?
A human settlement, mostly human.
Human.
Farms.
Interesting. We don't really leave the protection of the forest too often. The Forest of Light is kind of our sanctuary. But if you have ribbons, I don't see why some of us could venture down that way.
That sounds great, and I'm sure we could actually make ribbons too.
She starts to look excited. The fairy next to her, which looks like some sort of servant or something, the one that brought you the bag, she looks very excited, like not able to contain herself.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll be friends and try to make ribbons for you, and maybe you can give us some information and protect the forest for us.
The Pixie Queen would like that.
Cool.
All right. Okay, so does anybody else want to do anything with the Pixie Queen or here in town? Well, it's not really a town.
Is there anybody here that would trade, like has spirits they would trade, like alcohol? I don't know if fairies have alcohol.
What's that?
I don't know if fairies have alcohol or not. But...
they do. Yes, they do. So they don't have a lot of it, though. They produce it in, like, for them, large quantities, but for you, it'd be like a bottle of wine kind of size, like a handle or something.
Oh, that's like a large amount?
That's a large amount for them, yeah.
Is it good stuff? Does it look like good stuff?
It does. It is a spirit too. So they're not going to trade the whole bottle. That's like their entire village's. And it's
Oh.
not in a bottle. It's in a. It's like makeshift, like a log carved out to hold it. But yeah, they'll trade some of it for it. So they'll like a cup's worth.
Cup's worth for what?
They'll trade it for your ribbon.
My ribbon. Let me see if there's anything else they would trade. Got a jar of honey.
They look at each other and like, yeah, hell yeah, we'll trade for honey.
Okay, I'll give them my jar of honey.
Cool. And they'll give you 1 cup of alcohol, and the type of alcohol is absinthe.
Ooh.
Finally, something flammable.
There you go.
Flammable, something drinkable. Well,
All right.
I'm going to go find. I'm going to drink half the cup, and I'm going to hand the other half off to.
Okay. Who you handing it off to?
Sid, my satyr friend.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, yeah. Sid is fucking lit, dude. He's like, oh, it's been forever since I've had a good old fairy absinthe, and he downs the other half as well, really. And then he goes to sit under a tree and just sits there like looking, waiting for something to happen. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. 9.
9. Okay, 9's a fail. So you begin to see flowers shoot up from the ground everywhere, large. They're about the size of trees. And just as quick as they come up, they go away.
Okay. I'm going to start playing my bagpipes.
Hell yeah.
We'll do that. We'll say bagpipes.
Cool. And go ahead and take a DM inspiration die.
Okay. It's a D6? Right.
That is a D6, yep.
Oh, great roll.
Okay, Ametrine. Ametrine and Bo, and Pog, what do y'all, if anything?
Should probably ask why, or I guess if the quicklings work for anybody.
The Pixie Queen tells you that quicklings usually work in small groups, and it's usually for it's like kind of tribal, so they work for themselves. They're pretty selfish and chaotic. So if they do work for somebody, that would be surprising to the Pixie Queen.
Otherwise, it's, I don't know, it's probably long rest time because they're still injured and out of spell.
Wait, can I ask the Pixie Queen a question?
Yes.
Does she possibly know who blessed me with the sorcerer powers?
She actually like stops and looks at you and kind of like furrows her eye. She gets close to you. Sorcerer. And then she kind of sits there and thinks for a second. Well, if it's Fey magic, which it seems to be, you were probably blessed by some arch. Who it was, there's no way to tell. But it wasn't me. I doubt it's the awful Bear King.
Wait,
do you think there's a chance I'll find them out here in the Fae?
What's that?
Do you think there's a chance I'll find them out here in the Fae?
Yeah. I don't see why you, unless of course you just don't do anything. And that's the Queen talking.
All right.
Is she looking at Jamali or Bo?
Oh, yeah. So, oh, I was at the wrong one. There we go. So, like, yeah, she goes around you and then goes back to the front over here. So, but basically, what she's telling you is if it was a Fae that blessed you, I mean, they're here. They're in the Archfey. And no, not the Archfey. It would be an Archfey, and it would. They don't ever leave the Fae. So, at least to her knowledge. So, you would be able to find them, but you'd have to search for it.
Then I will do that throughout our quest.
Very cool. Actually have stuff set up for that, so that's good.
Mrs. Queen, I heard you talk bad about the Bear King. Why is that?
Oh, and so she just goes on to explain that she doesn't like the Bear King. They don't take well. Him and his people don't take well to pranks, and they're also primitive. Can be aggressive when they don't get their way. It's not too funny.
Do you know where their camps or location is?
Yeah, so she tells you she doesn't know why you would want to find the Bear King, but if you did, you'd have to head to the east. He has some sort of city set up, or he's got something. We don't ever venture there, but you'd find him in the east.
Thank you.
Can I tell how much Sid is feeling?
Yeah, his pupils are dilated, and while he's looking around, you can tell he's not actually looking around. His eyes are like looking at things that aren't there.
Awesome.
All right, so we'll start the long rest now. So everyone has your health back, and you also gain your spell slots, etc. It's a long rest. You gain everything. Except for some of you, maybe not your dignity, but you're still hallucinating.
That's a bagpipe.
The Pog, you lose your ability to fly, and your walk speed is.
I'll take it.
Okay. All right, so morning comes around, and the Fairy Queen. I'm assuming y'all are like packing up and stuff. The Fairy Queen brings you a bunch of like foraged food. It appears foraged to you, but it's on platters, and it's enough to feed 5 fairies, but definitely not 5 of you. So it'd be enough to feed like 1 of you. So 1 of you can have a free ration, and she tells you that, or she asks you, "Are you missing any other of those things?" And she points to the cow.
To the what?
To the cow.
Oh, if we're missing one of those. Yeah, we are missing one more. Do you know, have you seen another cow?
She says she hasn't, but she's heard from another pixie that there is another cow somewhere in this, up to this would be the northwest.
Was it wandering alone, or did it had some? Did someone was guiding the cow?
She says there were a bunch of goblins leading it through the forest, and 1 satyr and some other tall guy.
Oh, it's that same goblin and tall guy that we saw last time. How we took the honey.
She tells you she's not quite sure. She doesn't. She wouldn't know that.
I meant to ask the group. Sorry. Was the tall guy very fancy dressing? Like dressed very fancy than the rest of the?
She says she's not sure, but she can ask the fairy that or the pixie that spotted. And she kind of like waves over to the tree over here, and the pixie comes down. And she asks the question to the pixie, and the pixie answers, "Yeah, look, totally. Not fancy. Totally not fancy at all. He was wearing like rags and some metal armor."
Rags and metal armor.
Yeah, very ugly. No ribbons.
Do you guys want to wander off to that direction and see where the cow's located?
Yeah, but will this cow be safe with us?
Hush. I don't know. Should we return it first and then search the other cow? Or should we leave it in this fairyland and then come back?
These stupid fairies are gonna play tricks on it and end up killing it.
You're probably not wrong.
Then we have 2 dead cows. Should we return it back then?
What does everyone else think?
Chuckles is still passed out.
We got Donkey to carry it.
Yeah, that's true. We can tie it off with a donkey, and they seem safe so far.
Sid stumbles up to y'all, and he tells you that he'll take it back to town.
No. No, he's hallucinating. Seeing things. I don't. We can drop Sid here, leave him with the fairies, and we can come back.
Great idea.
He'd probably like that. But he also tells you that no, y'all are my friends, and in a very slurred voice.
I called you a friend.
Alright, Sid. If we give you this cow, you will take it back to the ranch unharmed. And
I
tell
don't trust.
the owners that we, as a party, returned it.
No, he's hallucinating. Look at his pupils.
Does he? Well, it's been a nice rest. Does he still?
He's still high.
Is he?
So he doesn't appear to be high, like hallucinating like he was. He when he looks at you, he's actually looking at you, not at something that's not there. But his speech is slurred, so it seems like he might still be drunk from the either from the absinthe, or maybe he has something else that he's drinking from. But he is drunk. With that, Chuckles, you are not drunk when you wake up.
Okay. I'll kind of stumble over.
Chuckles, do you think Sid could handle this simple task?
Of course I can, he says. Watch, and he's gonna try to ride the cow. Make note, he has he's not gonna be able to ride the. He jumps on the cow, and the cow like kicks him off immediately.
No.
Okay, well.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Chuckles. I don't know what Chuckles is gonna do. He's still kind of hungry.
I'm so sorry. My dog needs to go out for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just take the cow with us.
Okay.
I mean, me and Sid could take him back, but that's.
You think Sid can take him back?
I said me and Sid could.
Oh.
Right, writing this down.
No, we need your bird brain to help investigate and look for stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, don't forget to take the cow back is gonna take a good chunk of the day, basically. You're not gonna have enough time to get to town and then come back. You'd end up having to stay the night at town.
Can I talk to the fairy queen?
Yeah, she's still here.
Just okay. I'm gonna ask her if we could come to an agreement for her to take care of the cow for the day. Or ask her if she could take care of the cow.
take care of it.
for the day.
Yeah,
Like, just watch it.
she says take care of it.
They're gonna.
She
kill
goes up to its throat and like puts a finger out like a knife and like kind of guides it across the throat, like take care of it.
No, just watch it for the day and make sure it doesn't hurt itself or get hurt.
Oh, watch it. Yeah, I can watch it.
Oh. I'm going to go to the party and say, guys, I don't think we should leave the cow.
No. All right, we'll take the cow with us. Everyone here is so useless. Ah. We should think about hiring some, competent people soon.
I have a bottle of perfume, and I'll show it to the fairy queen, and I say, if you can take care of the cow, and it is alive and healthy when we get back, I will give you this.
Deal.
Okay. So I want to pay her, of course, when we get back. I'm not paying her now, but I'll shake hands with her, and like that's our.
Sure. And she like perches herself up on top of the cow and like kind of lays there, like on her side, just and starts whistling. Like, all right, go, hurry up back.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Cow's gonna start walking around.
See, Chuckle's trinkets are pretty useful. Got a bathrobe, a jar of honey, a perfume bottle.
On your way out of sorry about that. On your way out of town, the pixie that said they were the scout flies up behind you as you're like walking away and says she'll come with you and to help track down this cow. The fairy queen also wants her to follow you to your village, so they know where it's at.
Okay, come along. Do you want to follow us or ride on my shoulder?
She says she's fine following you, and she introduces herself as Faye.
How original. Is Sid coming with us, or is he just going to kind of stay?
Sid's coming with you, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck the cow. He doesn't even care about the cow. He don't give a shit anymore. This is all shit he's saying under his breath. Never needed a cow anyway. And Faye is
He's more of a goat kind of guy.
All right. The fairies go back to their being fairies, and y'all end up making your way. So Faye ends up leading you. Do y'all remember from last week when you were walking through the woods? There was like this large gap in the trail where it like another trail basically crossed over, but it wasn't a trail. It was just like cut down limbs and brush and stuff like.
No.
Maybe you don't. Okay, but there was like a cross trail thing. It wasn't really a trail, but it was like brush being cut down and everything. She takes you to that point on the trail and then heads north. So you head west and then north. And eventually
Oh, this isn't good.
Eventually, she leads you up to kind of a clearing. You're not quite to the clearing. You can see the clearing, and then she kind of gives you the quiet motion. Like you should probably be quiet. And ahead, you can see a large amount of goblins forming here. You also see Sib. This is the satyr that you first met, who was a liar and thief, but you let live. And then you see a tall hobgoblin. Now this hobgoblin is different. He's not dressed extravagantly. like junt. So it's safe to assume it's not junt. It is in fact Tolbach, but you don't know that yet. And you also see on the side over here a cow being poked and prodded by 4 goblins. And here in the middle, the largest group of goblins, there are 2 goblins with instruments playing them terribly, but they are surrounded by some cheering goblins kind of gathering and listening. And then you see some goblins over here that seem to be patrolling. Each square is 10 feet.
10.
Chuckles, make a bet with him that you can outplay for the cow.
Cool. I'm gonna pull up my bagpipes. Right.
All right. I think we might end here actually because I need to start going to bed.
It's what?
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. I gotta get up especially early tomorrow. I gotta be up at 3. So.
Well, I guess we'll play again one day, so it's not really that bad.
Yeah. So next week I can start playing later, so that's good. On Monday. But everyone is good with Mondays.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think that's where we'll leave it.
Okay. Do we level?
Yeah, actually, you do level. Thanks for bringing that up. I meant to say that in town during the long rest because level ups will take place on long rests from. But yeah, you do level up. So everyone is level 3.
Oh, we go ahead and roll dice now.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll the dice while we're here. That's why I want to do it on long rest so we can get all the health and everything.
Wait, is that a D10? That's a D10.
All right. What do I roll again? Do you know?
You're a sorcerer?
It's a D6, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a D6.
Mother.
I'll just double check. Yeah, D6 for sorcerer.
Yay, bro! I get the Bard College fine.
Hell yeah.
What does that mean? Does it mean if
Well.
it's lower than 5, I'd take the 5? Or is that... No, that's for, like, the other rules, huh?
Yeah, that's for the other rule. You can take average. We're not going to take average. We're just going to take the roll.
Okay, cool.
Keeping this as random as possible, so kind of cutting out min-maxing and stuff like that. Well, not cutting it out, but playing into it. I feel like people with bad rolls end up, their character like gets role played differently, which is good because now you have to be kind of cautious, and so there's a lot of shit to it. Plus, there's instances where someone dies at level 2.
Yeah. No one here, but could have happened.
And then
And then I unlocked a class feature that I couldn't use because I had no armor.
Oh yeah.
But soon.
Very soon. Let me actually fill y'all in because I need to wait for her to get back so we can so she can roll her hit die. But while y'all been gone, the tavern has been completed.
Nice.
So there's that, and the barracks have started to be constructed, which y'all didn't choose a place for the barracks, just the watchtower. So the town has kind of decided while y'all are gone, and the barracks are going to be positioned right here in the middle of town, kind of close to that watchtower. So I just bar, but whatever. And some points have gone into the smithy. The Iron Forge family is building the forge while you are absent. So 2 points have gone into that, but it's still a little ways away from being complete.
Cool.
I got a question for you guys. What should I put my expertise in? I already got 1 in performance, but I'm not sure about the other. I'm thinking survival or deception. And the reason I say deception is because it goes with my Kinku traits. Because I have to be able to deceive them that I'm not using their voice. If somebody hears me and I'm using their voice, I have to deceive them so that way they don't know it's actually them.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, I'm making a lot of survival checks to guide us. But I don't know how long that'll last. So what do you guys think?
Do the deception, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. You love. We're
We
gonna
all
end up
died.
finishing because I gotta go to bed. But you leveled up, so you'll be level 3 when we come back on Monday. But go ahead and roll a d6 for your new health.
Okay. One.
Okay. Ouch. All right, so you got 1, but you add your Constitution modifier.
Can I switch that 1 to a 13?
No.
Mm.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, not for.
You said Constitution?
Wait, did you roll a d20 or did you roll a d6?
That was a D20.
Oh, it was?
D20.
Okay, roll a 6. It's the cubed one. Yeah, there you go. Not much better, but 1 point. Yeah, so 2 plus, and then your Constitution modifier, which I don't have your sheet.
5. 5 in total.
5 in total. Okay, so add that to your total hit points.
Hit points.
Or it might be HP on the sheet. I'm not sure.
Max HP.
Yeah, so your max HP increases by 5.
Okay. So 26.
You have 26 hit points?
Last time when we level 2, it was 21, right?
Hold on, let me check. I haven't looked at your HP on the sheet, so.
Well, originally had 15, and then when we level 2, didn't we do this again?
Oh, okay. You shouldn't have started with 15. Let me pull up your sheet. Okay, yeah, it says your HP is 15. Okay, so no, your starting HP. Let me do some math real quick. What do you see? You're currently. What's your current with this new 5?
The last time I checked my max HP was 21.
21. Okay, so you got a 6 last time, and so hold on. So that's 6, 5, and then you should have gotten a 9. So you have 20. You have 20 HP.
Okay.
Yeah, when you start, it's your total. It's the max hit die, so it'll be 6 for you, plus your Constitution, bringing it to 9, and then you rolled a 6 last time and a 5 this time.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you have 20 HP, so that's now corrected.
Thank you.
Okay, and while you were gone, this will be our stopping spot. I've got to go to bed like now, but we will be meeting on Monday if that's still good with you.
That's fine.
So it'll be Monday normal time, but I'll be able to stay up later, so that's very good. And we'll encounter this encounter that y'all just creeped up upon. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'll see y'all. Well, I'll see y'all before Monday. I'll see you Monday.
Cool.
Alrighty,
Alright.
thank you.
Good night.
Good night, guys.